Today we are going to play Hearts of Iron 4. And you know what is worse than playing Hearts of Iron 4 on YouTube? Hearts of Iron 4 Challenge Series. So today we are going to start a series that I will call, I might not call, Democracy to Z, where we play as every starting country with a unique focus tree and play their democratic focus trees. So today we're going to start with Argentina, A, and we are going to see what it's like to play as democratic Argentina. Now I actually quite like the Argentinian focus tree. I haven't played as democratic much, but obviously, you know, with other parts of the focus tree, this part especially, you can get really powerful, really strong, and then with the economic and the army branches, yeah, you can be a really powerful country and do fun things. But we're gonna see if we're gonna have fun as a democracy. So to start off with, you need a clean election, and then follow this path here, and then we need to decide whether or not we want to kind of side with America, side with Britain, or kind of side by ourselves. And then we can either decide to form our own democratic alliance, or join the Allies. And then we've got kind of this stuff here, where we can again side with Britain and get the Falkland and Georgia Islands. And then here, it kind of helps with our intelligence program. Not that you can do much with spies as a democracy. The main purpose of spies is to get collaboration government. And then here you can eventually form the Second Argentine Republic. So that's what we'll be doing, and then we'll see how much fun we have. Woo! The second focus in, we are now flipping to democracy. And for our first, we shall go with the compliant politician to get political power gain and stability. So we are now going to go down and try and get the research slot as quickly as possible. So we have a third research slot. And now we have got our third research slot. So as per usual with minor countries, you tend to want to decide rather quickly kind of what it is you want to focus on. Now with Argentina, you do have a fairly small navy, and if you were conquering South America, then you'd be able to build up that navy that way. But since we will be democratic, we won't really be doing much conquering. So I am going to focus on a air Argentina. So we are going to start researching our basic small airframe, and we are going to add a chief of air force to get our ticking air experience. So let's become a true democracy, get extra civilian factory, and then let's go for Argentina for all, which adds a national spirit, recruitable population factor, stability, division defense on core territory, and daily democracy support. So don't tell me that Argentina isn't overpowered. I'm not really too sure about kind of each of these sides. I mean, I guess so it's kind of whether or not you want to go for Army, Navy, or Air Force, I guess. And then, to be honest, given we are democratic, we don't really need to have non-aggression pacts or guaranteed independence. So let's have a look at the internal focus. So we've got limited exports, add in an extra civilian factory, and then here we get a bunch of extra buffs to Alvis. So I think we are going to go down the middle and focus on ourselves. So the next choice we have to make now is whether or not we want to form the Monroe Alliance or join the Allies ourselves. So the Monroe Alliance gives us extra political power and gain base war support, or obviously if we join the Allies, we join the Allies. Now I do not quite know which one to go for, but because kind of want to do a little bit interesting, I might go for the Monroe Alliance instead. So we'll do that. So we're just finishing up our focus now, so we should be sending invitations to all the other democratic South American countries to ask if they want to join the Monroe Alliance. So let's see if they allow. Now gonna go down and finish off the rest of these. So we've got Pan American, we've got recruitment drive and Second Argentine Republic. So here we get some more manpower, and here we give guarantees to the rest of the South American countries. So I guess regardless of if they want to join our faction or not. Are we going to get replies? So Panama doesn't want to join, Costa Rica has joined, Ecuador has joined, Honduras has joined, Colombia has joined, Cuba has joined, Chile has joined. Fantastic. So here we go, the Monroe Alliance on the map. What do we do now? So we've got the option to extinguish South American fascism. So we will get war goals, puppet war goals on all fascist nations in South America. Now, if we are to look, actually, what that is Peru and Venezuela. So we can get war goals on Venezuela. And I guess the reason why we're not able to do this focus is because there are no communist South American countries at the minute. I guess if we played non-historical, then there would be. So we can get our war goals. We can't do our envoy to London or American allyship focus yet because they require them being at war. So what is left for us to do? Well, we've got our army focuses and our economic focuses that I've ignored. So we're going to do some economic focuses. So we're going to build up our country a little bit more, and I guess we are going to be at war with Peru and Venezuela at some point soon. So A few months later, it is now kicked off. Poland has joined the Allies, and Germany has declared war on Poland. So that means United Kingdom is now at war. So that should give us our envoy to London. Focuses. Now again, a bit more of an update. Not much has happened in the world, you know. Not much has happened in the world. However, we have now become the owners of the Falkland Islands and the South Georgian Islands, which is quite an exciting feat. Now we are going to, well, we might as well improve these islands now that they are rightfully Argentinian. And then I think what we're going to do is then go after Peru. Peru and Ecuador don't seem to have done anything. I don't know whether or not I'm just a little bit too early. I can't remember quite when they're supposed to deal with one another, but it might be because Ecuador's in my faction that Peru hasn't done anything with them yet. And to be honest, the troops, yeah, it's all quite interesting there at the minute. But obviously, as soon as I hit that focus, then they are going to fill up their front lines a little bit more. But it is now 1940. We haven't really done a lot outside of create our faction. So what I'm now going to do is select Extinguish South American Fascism. That should get us the puppet war goal on Peru and Venezuela. And what I'm going to do is make sure that we are all ready for war with Peru first, and then we'll go after Venezuela afterwards. So the plan is obviously going to attack from the north. Here I've kind of set up a template. So we have got 8 infantry with an artillery, and then support artillery and rangers. So I don't want to have crazy combat width because it is mountainous, but obviously got the ranger and some soft attack and breakthrough. And what we're going to do is make sure that they are trained up because they are green at the minute. We have a few more days until we get the focus. 4 days left. Now Peru has not manned their front lines, so I'm hoping that I can kind of rush through and encircle. Obviously these aren't going to be the fastest troops in the world, they're not tanks or motorized, but hopefully, you know, just by sheer numbers alone I should be able to rush them. And obviously, hopefully, the distraction from the naval as well will kind of cause chaos. Now, I've also got my planes, so we are going to have close air support and fighters, so we're not worried about air superiority. And to be honest, this is Peru, hardly the most aggressive. It is just the terrain that obviously gets in the way of most plans. So let's continue on. Let's get our war goal and see what happens. Okay, so we've got our war goals. So let's put our planes up, air superiority and close air support. let's put our navy up on naval invasion support, and let's prepare while. Now, in terms of who we are going to bring in, we don't really want to bring in Chile. You know, there's no pushing going along that tile. You know, it's one tile, it's mountainous, nothing is going to happen. It's just going to be a death trap. Now, don't really want to bring in Colombia either. You know, that they can just kind of waste attrition, manpower, by defending these tiles. Now, I am concerned that it is just going to wipe peace between Ecuador and Peru by bringing that in, Ecuador, but we will see. Okay, let's see what happens with our naval invasion, because they're clearly not interested. Right, yep, they have defended. Does force attack help? Can I get Lima? Oh, okay. If we attack there, help them. And then they're bringing everything down with them. You know, Ecuador, you really could have joined. Is this gonna... Are we gonna... Come on. Otherwise this is just gonna be an absolute waste of time. Is this gonna be a waste of time? Yes, it is gonna be a waste of time. Oh dear. Yeah, okay. Let's bring you back so we only lose 2 rather than 4. Well, this is a thrilling war, as you can see. Absolutely nothing happening because someone doesn't want to join the war. Okay, so we can break that tile. Are we going to get it as territory that we can push from? Which is the real question. And then obviously, because of how slow everything is, they're probably going to reinforce. And Ecuador has finally joined. Okay, brilliant. You know, we really could have had that before, but we seem to be pushing, which is good. So let's see if we can keep this up. Oh, did I call everyone in? That would have made sense. Now, to be honest, I would rather try and encircle these 7. So let's see what we can do. Yeah, no, these they are getting pushed back. Although, you know, the terrain is just not it. There we go, and we have got a break, so let's try and encircle some of these troops just so we're not pushing. Yeah, and Peru is starting to fall now. So as long as we can... Okay. Oh, interesting. Can we not take our navy through the Panama Canal? Fascinating. So Greece has joined the Allies. Oh, is there? Oh, there's a okay. So that's where our Air Force is going. Ball bearings. Okay, just need to make sure we've got green seas. And then let's try and have a go at Venezuela. Now these are more likely to join the Axis, at which point that will also be interesting. You know, we'll actually finally have something fun to do, because this entire game has been incredibly boring. So we've got green air, and then is Colombia. Okay, so Colombia actually wants to join. That's nice. And we do seem to be pushed. Okay, interesting. I do have more troops that I could just slot in there, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Okay. So we did get a land in. Let's just see. We can push in. No, I don't think we can. Let's also now, can we do any damage? We have got green bubbles. Okay, we are now pushing them back. We were pushing them back. Now, obviously, we haven't actually managed to do any encirclement, so we are going to start having some issues with pushing. Yes, this isn't quite going to be a blitzkrieg. So let's just see. Okay, so we're able to get a few more tiles with our and then we are able to no, okay, and then those are encircled. Lovely. And Chile has tried another naval invasion. Now I'm just able to push on Carcass. We are. Fantastic. Okay, right, that's Of course, of course. Okay, are we able to just... So let's finish off Venezuela, and then let's help. Let's help out Ecuador with Peru. Now, are we able to get any pushes done? Or are we wasting manpower and guns? I think we're wasting manpower and guns. So let's stop the battle plan. And see if we can do small pushes. Yep, no, river penalty, fantastic. Yep, okay, let's stop that. Let's just continue on with our planes because we don't really have anything else we can research. We don't really want to do tanks. And we don't need to do navy. And Japan has declared war on the Philippines, so America's going to get involved soon, and we can progress down the rest of our political path. Okay, so it is now 1944. As you can see, we are still at war with Peru. On the European front, not much has changed, and we've kind of given up trying to get that Italian puppet. You know, obviously, if I was better at the game, then it might be in a different story. But you know, this is about trying out the focuses. And obviously the main event of this focus is the war goal against Peru. Now here my other attempt at a naval invasion might just work. What I could also do is try and encircle, but here you can see obviously I'm trying to pin these guys down. Chile is obviously been down there, but we can see if we can get Lima. So let's just continue on. Okay, we have Lima, which is huge. You know, as long as we can hold on to Lima, we can hopefully try and get some encirclements, or just... There we go. So we've kept most of them pinned. Okay, we've got 3 encircled there. Then obviously all of my allies are coming, and then we can pin down here as well. Fantastic. Okay, or encircle, sorry. So yeah, so this really, there we go, that's it for Peru. And as you can see, oh boy, there's not a lot of victory points to go around. Can I? No, I can't even do anything. So, you know, with the focus, well, we were able to take on Peru and not have enough war score to finish them off, and we were able to take Venezuela, and Venezuela join the Axis. So, as it is, because of the rules of the game, playing as democratic a nation, and because of truces, we weren't actually able to declare on what was left of Peru, because they've generated no world tension. So that means the world has 2 Perus. You're welcome, world. Okay, scrap what I said a minute ago. Peru declared war on Ecuador because, you know, the scripted wars, they keep going. So perhaps we are able to make the Peru one again. Or we might just have 2 democratic Perus. Let's see. So once again, we are still stuck in Peru. It is 1945. Now the Allies have been able to sort out Italy, so you know, I trust them to be able to finish the job. No thanks to me, no thanks to my focus tree. And well, Japan might have been too big a bite to take. But hopefully we should be able to finish off Peru soon. Oops, my finger slipped. That took so long, I didn't actually manage to record it. So well, that is it. So yeah, so obviously, you know, the European war is still, well, that's certainly doing something. And yeah, well, Japan, again, that's doing something. But we are going to leave it here. I think we've done what we need to. Would I recommend democratic Argentina? No. Argentina is a good country. You know, you get a lot of resources. Well, not resources, but you get a lot of good focuses that allow you to do lots of things. Now, did I capitalize on all of that? No, I'm sure we could do a lot more. You know, we could have more special forces. You know, we could have done some Marines and actually probably helped out a little bit more in Europe, helped out a little bit more. But obviously our goals for today was kind of internally, is the Monroe Alliance worth it? No, because once you add everyone that you can do, they just kind of sit there doing nothing. And then the war goals that you do get, well, we didn't actually manage to puppet Peru. All we could do is kind of liberate it and finally make it democratic. And obviously Venezuela, well, you know, that's Colombian now. That's a part of Colombia. So, and with all the bonuses and stuff you get as Argentina, you know, it was wasted. It was wasted on us. You know, effectively we had 2 war goals to bring to bring democracy to South America. You know, ignoring the fact that Bolivia and Paraguay are non-aligned. I think there could have been some focuses about bringing them into the alliance, bringing democracy to there, and then that would have made Peru so much easier. And obviously working with Brazil, because, well, you know, I think had they well, no, Brazil are completely non-aligned, so yes, so there's kind of no opportunities to really work with Brazil either. So yeah, no. Second Argentine Republic is not fun. So if you enjoyed that video, please like and subscribe and do all of that fun stuff, and we will see if the next country on our list is any better. Bye.